A few months ago, a program came out that was wildly unsuccessful. It was called HARP, and a lot of people thought, well, this may be the answer to getting your home refinanced, having the government help you out, especially if you're underwater, and it didn't work. So there's a follow-up that we're hoping will come about. We've brought in Kurt Franke to talk about the legal side of real estate and the new program that was initially announced in the State of the Union, and it's got some possibilities, right, Kurt? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's called the Mortgage Relief Act, and the idea behind it is to allow homeowners to refinance their mortgages even if they're not underwater on the mortgage. And that traditionally, at least with the original modification program, that was the qualifiers, that they really had to be in trouble to get a loan modification.
All right, I was going to stop you there and say, wait a second, if they're not underwater, but that's really the case. Is so often people just simply want to have help, and there may be a loan-to-value problem that the bank doesn't want to touch.
That's correct. By not underwater, I meant that you're, and I should have phrased that differently. I meant that you're not in trouble, you're not behind on your mortgage. Now you can refinance. Traditionally, you had to be in trouble with your mortgage.
Oh, okay. So now with this new act, do we? Well, first off, it hasn't passed yet. We just had it announced, right?
That's correct.
So we're not really sure when it's going to take place and what's going to be behind it.
Yeah, its structure now is that if your house value can be lower than your mortgage value, and you can still get a refinance through the Federal Housing Administration. And there are some qualifiers on that as well. But if you have a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac-backed loan or a private loan that fits certain criteria, now the government is going to give you an opportunity to refinance that through the Federal Housing Administration and bring down your loan payment.
So I think really the best way to go with this is look into it. If it's something that works for you, call your senators, call your congressmen, and tell them to back this.
I think that's a great idea. And I think, in an election year, it's going to be tough to pass something like this anyway. But, it has pretty controlled costs. They're looking at a bank fee plus possibly some slight point percentages to add to the mortgage to pay for the program. But if it works for you, if your interest rate is currently high enough or too high, then you can still bring it down considerably, your monthly payment.
Or if you're in one of those adjustable rate loans and you want to get that fixed so you know what your costs are going to be for the life of the loan, that's got to be helpful there.
Exactly. The anticipated value is they could reduce loans by about $3,000 per year, loan payments.
There you go. If you want to know more about this or just simply need some help with your real estate or maybe even on the business side of things for your estate, give Kurt a call. How they get a hold of you, Kurt?
Please do. You can call me at 827-6100. Talk to Linda. She'd be happy to set up an appointment, or look me up on my website, LOCAF, that's LOKAF.com.
It's that simple. Sit down with Kurt. Very friendly. He's always willing to help you out and make sure you're doing things right.
Yep,
That's
definitely.
Simple. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate you coming in. Now